Welcome back to Hardware Unboxed. You know what time it is. We finally have the Radeon VII here. We saw it at CES, and now, well, it's just time to unbox it really. No benchmarks or anything like that. So just an unboxing, but I will take the cooler off the card. We'll get a good look at the PCB, good look at the cooler all around, and maybe there'll be something interesting there. But if you don't like unboxings, then I would look away now, because that's all this video is, which is what the title should have indicated anyway. But we find it fun. It's good to show you guys that we do have a sample, even though I accidentally let the cat out of the bag in yesterday's video, and that was definitely by accident. I set it up here thinking it was out of frame. I was in a hurry, okay? Anyway, we have one, so that means we do have a detailed benchmark video on the way. Reviews will go out on the 7th, so it's actually like Friday morning, I think, here at about 1 AM. Late Thursday night in some parts, different times in other parts. Anyway, we have the box here. This is not retail packaging. This is the special reviewers edition, the shill edition. But yeah, this is just made for reviewers. I know a lot of people don't like the fact that we don't unbox retail packaging. Kind of get it, but whatever. It's just a bit of fun, really. So let's take a look inside now. I don't know. I actually have opened this, so I've pretty much nearly completed testing the card. So I've done thermals, power consumption. I've tested quite a few games now. I have a few more to go, and there's a few things I want to look into, a few little things. Anyway, I have opened this box, so this won't be a surprise to me, but it will be for you. So we'll take this off. Ta-da! There we go. You are just shock and awe is the reaction, because there's no way you've seen this exact card before being held by Lisa at CES, and you won't have seen the photos all around the internet. This will be the first time you've seen this. Anyway, we have some other stuff here which I haven't actually looked at yet. So I have seen it in the phone, but I haven't taken it out. It's a massive, absolutely massive acrylic block. And if you guys remember, they did a similar thing for the Vega launch. We got a pair of 3 AAA batteries. Okay, so we'll stick this back. That's a pretty cool box. Pretty cool. Not the retail packaging, but still pretty cool. I've messed up my mouse pad here. Okay. This is very heavy. Massive slab of acrylic. And the cool thing about this is we have one of their 7nm GPUs here with the HBM2 memory around it. That's just 16 gigs there. This will be a defective die, I imagine. Don't know if it's all defective, but yeah, it'll be. So you can see don't know how well you can see. I'll try and get some B-roll of it. You can see all the balls on the back of it, the BGA grid, and then we have the card. And I think it's designed. Yep. Looks like I've done that right. Got it right the first time. It's designed to house the card. So you're not actually going to put this in your computer and use it. It's just going to sit there. So that's it. Job done. We'll stick these in, and it looks like there's some sort of lighting underneath. All right, bear with me for a moment. I'll try and get these suckers out. Talk amongst yourselves while I do this. You can jump in the comments and tell everyone how much you love unboxing videos. And then Hardware Unboxed does the best unboxing videos. We deliver on the name. So there you go. We've got RGB. It's transitioning to like a pinky purple now, going to red. So probably doesn't look that great with all the studio lights on. But that's it. Unboxing over. I hope that was as exciting as you thought it was going to be when you saw the thumbnail and title. So we've got our Threadripper acrylic thing there with a dummy CPU in it. That was very, very cool. I love that. Knocking everything over here. We also got this with Vega. So, and we also got this. So there is Vega 64 or 56, it doesn't really matter, same deal. So there's that. So they were separate last time, and now they've integrated into one big heavy slab. So that's pretty cool. Let's move this off to the side here. But of course, you won't be able to get your hands on one of these because it's reviewers only. So, no, I guess. Anyway, we will move this to the side. Does look very cool, though, I have to admit. It's a bit of a shame that you can't get that as some sort of collector's edition thing. Not that you're going to buy it and then just sit the graphics card in it, and that's really its main purpose, is to hold the graphics card. So, not missing out on too much there. Does look cool, but not very practical. Alright, I think what we'll do here is, well, I suppose I should talk a little bit about the card before we pull it apart. But we've got a nice... Actually, I'm not going to talk about it. You've seen it. You've seen it. I'm just going to pull it apart and I'll talk about it as I'm doing it. So let's get to it, because I know you guys are probably more interested in seeing the PCB and all that sort of stuff. So I'll grab the required screwdrivers. Okay, I think I found the screwdrivers that I need. I didn't really want to go hunting too far and wide for them because I've really got to get on with other things, as important as these unboxing videos are. But this is an unboxing / teardown. So we've got like some Torx screws here. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of these in the back of the card. So we'll quickly whip them out. The back plate, I wish I had a second camera. I was about to say the back plate is kind of fancy looking, but then I cut myself off. Yeah, I wish I had a second camera. Something that I could mount from the roof there. But yeah, I gave my second camera to Tim. So we spent last year fitting out his studio and his gear. I haven't really had any budget left over to upgrade my stuff. But hopefully this year I can get a second camera. So, because I don't have a cameraman. Basically, if we got a cameraman in, we'd probably be paying them more than what Tim and I make combined. Anyway, back plate is off. Very easy, just those 5 screws, and that's it. So it's full aluminium back plate, covers the whole back side of the card. It's got some nice slots for ventilation to vent any hot air that may get trapped under it. Also looks pretty stylish. But that is the back plate. So we've removed that, and there is the back side of the card. So we've got some surface mount capacitors and things. Pretty typical looking backside of a graphics card. And we have what looks to be about 14 screws. We'll get them out and we'll count them once they're out. So far it's looking like they're all the same length, so that makes this quite easy. I can just sort them into one pile and I don't have to worry about where they came from. So hopefully that continues. We've got 4 out, about 10 to go. And these guys are just little Phillips head screws, so pretty easy to undo. I imagine you've got a small Phillips head screwdriver. I've just grabbed one randomly and it looks like it's working. And the last one back here, which I missed. We'll just get that one done. And I just did a double check of the screws and there were actually 15. So we're up to 20 screws removed. We've got to take off this back plate for the GPU, so we'll whip that off. The little pressure clip has one of those void warranty if removed stickers, which I don't believe are valid anymore, but AMD have still decided to put one on there anyway to try and deter you from pulling this thing apart. So we've got 2 screws on the I/O panel. I have to be kind of careful about how I hold this now because it could fall apart at any moment. I'll get those 2 screws out and then we should be good to try and carefully pry the cooler off. But so far it's been quite easy. Famous last words. Okay, so 26 screws removed now. And it looks like we are right to try and pry this cooler off. Hopefully without damaging anything. Alright, we've just about got it. Slowly but surely. And it looks like we have a single fan. Now we have 2 cables. Okay, so there's the card. There's the cooler. We've left some thermal pads on the card around the, looks like they're on the power stages. Yep, quite a few of those. So we'll put those back on the cooler in a moment. And the thermal compound used on the GPU is quite interesting. It's not something I've come across before. Seems like it might be like one of those sort of graphene sheet type deals. I'm not really sure what that is. Sure, there'll probably be another reviewer that has experience with this kind of stuff, but it's not a paste. So yeah, I've already tested how well this works out of the box thermally. So I'm pretty keen to replace that with some thermal paste and see how it compares. But anyway, there's the card. We'll just clean it up a bit and we'll get some nice B-roll of it. Okay, so an alcohol wipe cleaned that up really quick and nice. All shiny, ready for some thermal paste. So if you were to put a water block on this particular model, quick and easy to do. Not a whole lot of screws, sort of, I would say, your typical amount of screws. There was no screws that were unusual. Basically, a standard screwdriver set will get all those undone without a problem. Yeah, all very easy. There was no hurdles that I had to overcome or anything like that. If you've done this before, this will be straightforward and very easy. In total, I count 12 power stages. So you've got 12, well, I actually count 14, but sorry. There are a dozen surrounding the package, and then there's another 2 back here. So not quite sure how exactly it's configured, how many are for the HBM2 memory, and then how many are for the Radeon VII GPU. But that is the configuration of the card. More details to come in the review. There's a couple of IR controllers on there. I can't tell exactly what model they are. Looks like they are IR35217 at least. There's one of those on the front. And it looks like there's one also on the back, but the one on the back, the print on it's kind of smudged, so I'd have to get a magnifying glass for that. But anyway, that is the card. And yeah, very easy to take apart. No odd proprietary screws that you can't undo. So that's good. The cooler itself, well, the shroud, the nice silver shiny bit here, that is plastic. So whereas the back plate is aluminium, that is plastic. So, whoops, put a little scratch on it. Whoops. But yeah, I mean, that's fine that it's plastic. That doesn't really need to be aluminium, and it makes it much easier for adding little details such as that. The Radeon logo obviously lights up, so that's red, and the little blockish, squarish logo thing in the corner also lights up red. At least it does from memory. I like how the fans are all nice and clean. They look really good. And obviously it's a triple fan cooler. And then the aluminium heatsink runs the entire length of the card, and you probably get a better angle of that there. So pretty big aluminium heatsink, and a really massive copper base plate there, vapor chamber, and it looks like we've got about half a dozen copper heat pipes, at least 5 anyway. So they're quite large, flat copper heat pipes, and they'll obviously remove the heat from the vapor chamber and then spread it across the card for the fans to more effectively cool it. There's a cutout here for the 2 8-pin power inputs, and then we've just got a single, 2 cables. So this one will be for the fans, the 3 fans, and this will be for the red lighting, the LED lighting. They're probably just clear LEDs, white LEDs, and then it'll look red because of the red acrylic cutouts. But yeah, pretty good looking cooler that. It's reasonably heavy. I'll probably provide some detailed information about weight and all that sort of stuff in the review. Obviously how it performs, all that stuff will come in the review. But yeah, pretty neat looking card. Very keen to see how AMD's first consumer 7nm graphics card performs. Hopefully it's good. Who knows? We'll find out in a few days' time anyway. And I think that'll do it for this quick unboxing of the new Radeon VII GPU. So, well, it wasn't just an unboxing. The unboxing was probably the shortest part of the video. But we did take it out of the official review kit, if you will. And then we took it apart and had a bit of a look at it. But there'll be a lot more detail to come and information in the review. As usual, I just sort of winged this unboxing thing. And this is what we ended up with. So anyway, hope you enjoyed this look at the new AMD Radeon VII GPU. And be sure to check out our review in a couple of days' time on the 7th. So, thank you for watching. I'm your host, Steve. See you again next time.